Take a look at this odd yet powerful painting. Do you think something's off here? At first, it might seem that it's a painting of two men with a child. But that idea crumbles and falls the moment you see that the person in the foreground is actually breastfeeding the child. So what's actually going on in this painting? Who are these people? And the most important question is, who is this person with a beard breastfeeding a child? You're looking at the painting called La Mujer Barbuda, which is Spanish for the bearded woman. It was painted by Spanish artist Jusepe de Ribera in around 1631. And if you're wondering, yes, she is actually a woman. Now, before thought starts popping off in your head, let me assure you that she is a biological woman. Not a transvestite, not a transgender, and certainly not fictional. The child in her hands is her own son, and he is one of 3 that she birthed. There is a sad story behind this painting, or should I say, the painting tells a very sad story about the woman here. The reason I think people should know more about this painting and the painter is because perhaps Ribera was the only painter who did not use her for his own gains and gave her the respect she was due. In this episode of Worth a Look, let me tell you the sad story behind this painting and a little bit about the people in it. The woman you see here was called the Bearded Woman of Abruzzi. Abruzzi was a place near Naples, the place where she lived. It's sad that she had a proper name, yet people referred to her as the woman with a beard. Her name was Magdalena Venture. Here's the sad part. It wasn't that she was born with a beard, or had it since she was a child. That would have made it easier for her to get used to it. Ventura started to grow a beard when she was 37 years old, married with kids. Living half of your life as a normal woman and then starting to grow a beard would have been beyond challenging and heartbreaking for her. There's no doubt that the world back in 1631 was not understanding at all. Women were getting burnt for witchcraft, and the best medicine for anything was just herbs and spices. Imagine the torment this woman must have gone through every single day after she turned into a freak for the world. Not just that, but for her family as well. The man you see in the background is her husband. I don't need to explain what he went through because you can see the pain in his eyes. It must have been really hard on them to see the world changing so drastically. To realize that one day they're normal people and the next day an amusement site. A question that comes to mind is, why did the painter make the painting of these people? What was the painter trying to show? There are 2 reasons why this painting was made. Let's look at the first reason. The Viceroy of Naples, the Duke of Alcala, was the man who commissioned Ribera to make a painting of her. She was a performer at his court and he really liked her. Maybe it was the fascination and astonishment, or perhaps pity, that made him like her. But he really wanted her to be immortalized so that other people could see her. The other reason was Ribera's fascination with painting odd people. He had also made other paintings showing people who were considered different. But now, let me tell you what makes this painting different from other paintings that show odd people and how this artist gave the woman the respect she deserved. Notice the epitaph on the right side. Being a silent outcast and treated like a freak was perhaps not enough that she was displayed like an animal in the zoo. The epitaph has an inscription in Latin, which translates to the Bearded Lady of Abruzzi, a great wonder of nature, who bore her husband 3 sons before sprouting a bushy, undeniably masculine beard at the age of 37. The epitaph continues further, stating that the beard on the woman is shocking as it makes her look more like a bearded master than a woman who has borne 3 sons. Now here's the interesting part. Look at the style of the painting. While the use of contrast and the mix of yellow and black is a clear influence of Caravaggio, the painting's genre is Baroque. But in Baroque paintings, the subjects were usually shown in a dramatic way, something eye-catching, something shocking, something that would make the painting look grand. But this painting is quite the opposite in that aspect. Ribera had an interesting subject. He could have made her look like an abomination, a freak, or something monstrous. He had all the opportunity to create a shocking, over-the-top painting that would have fit the genre and captured the attention of the viewers. And yet he decided to make this realistic painting. He just asked the couple to stand up right next to the epitaph. He wanted to capture the reality of her life and show the viewers their pain. He treated the woman how she deserved to be treated, like a human. The woman looks at us with this grave expression while the man behind her cannot hide his pain and exhaustion. Yes, the beard catches your attention at first. But then it's her eyes, her face, and then you realize the difficulty and humiliation they must have gone through every single day. This is what the painter wanted us to see, and he was successful in showing us that. Just observe this painting for a minute. You forget about the beard and then look at the woman, the child, and her husband. It is such a brilliant lesson that tells us how we can be so short-sighted sometimes. It is one of my favorite paintings, and I think the story behind it is enough to make you appreciate the woman here and the painter who chose not to mock her for his own gains. Now tell me, what do you think about the painting and the painter? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, if you like the video, subscribe to the channel so that I can bring more interesting stories behind the paintings. After all, we all need a little art in our heart. See you on the next one. Till then, take care and have a great day.